Hey, what is up, you guys? It is Tyler. Welcome back to the Tyler Williams channel. Welcome to another NXT. I was about to say New Japan Pro Wrestling. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I was about to say New Japan Pro Wrestling. That's tomorrow. That's 2 days from now, not tomorrow. It is July 4th as I'm recording this video. So happy Independence Day for all of you listening to this video. This is your NXT review from July 3rd. It was a decent show. I thought last week's episode was better. It had a lot more packed into it. This one had a lot more matches. NXT, I will say, they are one of the very best at packing a lot into a 1 hour show. They are the best at it. I can't really think of any other companies that run 1 hour that pack as much action and as much like content as NXT does into it. Nonetheless, guys, start from the top. So we had our first match was Aaliyah versus Mia Yim. Last week, I was just talking about how NXT needs to feature more people like Aaliyah, like guys that they're training and have been in NXT for a while, because you have all these women and all these wrestlers coming in to the company, and you know, they already have that independent wrestling experience. They already have that name coming out of the indies, which is still booming at the moment. So when they come in and they get the push, then people like Aaliyah, people like, I don't know, whoever they got down in the Performance Center that you don't know their names, they don't really get to see the light of day. So I was actually pretty pleased to see Aaliyah in this match against Mia Yim. She didn't do anything too impressive, but she had some nice moves in here. There was one really cool move I think she does where she does this knee drop and then handsprings to her feet. She was using a lot of heel tactics in here. Vanessa Moore's a manager. They didn't really do too many distractions, which I do appreciate, because you do see a lot of those with heel managers, but they do it every once in a while, and Aaliyah will kind of get the upper hand. At one point, she sent her into the ring post on the outside when she was laying on the mat. That looked kind of nasty. She was doing all the wrist holds and all the holds you expect heels to do. She has her heel character down packed. You know, when she first debuted in NXT, she was a babyface, and I think that's kind of what didn't get her over. She was lukewarm and no one really cared. You know, all these other faces on the roster that had more to it. Now that she's a little bit more experienced, a little more seasoned, and she kind of has her bad and bougie character down, I think people got behind her, and they did, because you heard a lot of Aaliyah chants in this show, which made me happy. And in the end, Mia Yim hit Protect Your Neck, as she calls it, onto Aaliyah and got the pin. Match is nothing special. A little bit of showcase for Aaliyah, so that's all that matters. After the match, Mia was walking to the back. She stopped, went to the announce table, and said, "Hey, is Shayna Baszler watching this? If you're watching this, Shayna, I'm coming for you next." Paraphrasing here. But she's basically coming for Shayna Baszler next. I'm guessing we're getting Shayna versus Mia Yim at NXT TakeOver Toronto, which is happening next month. I mean, I can't really say I'm super excited for that match, as Mia Yim has never really been someone who they position as like a top player in their women's division yet, at least. So when I hear that match, it sounds more like a buffer leading to another TakeOver event. Like, here's the thing. Shayna Baszler is one of the most dominant female wrestlers, I think, in WWE, period. Not just NXT, period. So when you have someone like Mia Yim, who's kind of been in the roster for, I would say, about a year now, picks up wins here and there, but isn't really featured on TV prominently enough to say she's a top women's star in that roster, it's like when you hear that match, it's like, oh, well, Shayna's going to beat her. Like, I don't honestly believe Mia Yim is going to beat Shayna Baszler, if that makes sense. But nonetheless, she won the match. After that, we got a backstage interview. Kathy Kelly was backstage with William Regal, asking for an update on Candice LeRae. And in the midst of that, the Forgotten Sons go into his office, demanding another title shot. They said they were screwed. They wanted another title shot against the Street Profits, where Regal said that they got themselves disqualified, so that's kind of their own fault. Now get out of my office, paraphrasing once again. So, but William Regal basically said no and sent them on their way. William Regal then announced that it will be next week. I don't know if he said it was a tag team title match. I don't think it is. But it will be the Street Profits versus Oni Lorcan and Dan Mathis, so I can't wait for that. After that, we got another week of Adam Cole flaunting the fact that he's the NXT champion. Adam Cole was, now this was actually pretty cool, I will say. So last week he was on a private jet, which is like, okay, I guess. This week he went to Gargano's, and basically I guess Johnny's dad and mom run a pizza shop. It's like a mom and pop shop in a corner of somewhere in Illinois or somewhere. So he visits his parents' pizza shop, which is just like, wow. Top A level asshole right here. I already love it. Now I'm thinking he's about to spit on it. I mean, I guess, do you want to get that? Do you want to do that dirty? But I'm thinking like he's about to do something weird. Oh no. Do something cruel to his dad. There we go. Got it. He's gonna do something cruel to his dad or something. But he goes in the shop. He's pretty respectful. You know, the dad's kind of swindled by this. He asks for some pizza. He gets an autographed picture of himself and put it on the wall next to Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae. And on the picture it says, "To the Garganos, a champion you can be proud of." I'm like, yes, Adam Cole, this is true. Well, no, this is not true. I was actually kind of mad when Adam Cole won the championship, but nonetheless. Adam Cole, after getting the pizza, went to a local wrestling school. Johnny Gargano, the month before, visited this local wrestling school to kind of give the kids their hope that they can one day get to his level. Adam Cole shut that shit down when he got there, crossed all their dreams, saying that they'll never amount to the success that he has, and that they should just give up, take the pizza, go back to their house, go back to their couch, and consider doing something else with their life. I'm like, well, damn, Adam Cole. All right. Stuff like this is really good. Like, it enhances the character without them being in the ring, and I can very much get behind it. It kind of sets up, I guess, their third match. It seems like they're setting up a third match between the two, which is fine by me, I guess. I mean, I'm not too big a fan of the Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole matches themselves, but the feud is good. The feud's good. The matches don't light my world on fire like everyone else keeps on blowing their load about. But nonetheless, we're gonna get into the next match: Kushida versus Jeff Parker. It was a squash match. Jeff Parker got like very little offense in here. Kushida finished him off with his wrenched armbar, got the submission victory. Kushida looking strong for his next opponent. I'm hoping that it is going to be Kushida versus Matt Riddle. That would be amazing. After that, we got a promotion for Killian Dane. He's coming soon to NXT. Now, my question is, how are you coming soon when you've been in NXT before? Wouldn't this be Killian Dane returns? Like, the whole coming soon thing would imply that he's debuting in NXT, and I'm like, well, he got to start in NXT, went to the main roster, and he sent it back down, so it would be, whatever. Anyway, Killian Dane's coming back, that's going to be cool. And then we go to the match I was most excited for, Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Cameron Grimes. Now, you guys may or may not know, I'm a huge fan of Shane Strickland. I actually pegged him last year. I had a video made ready to go that I never posted. I actually had him pegged to make his New Japan debut in the BOSA tournament, and that did not happen because he signed with NXT. But I'm still happy for the guy. He's with NXT, even though I don't watch it week to week. But Cameron Grimes, the former Trevor Lee, I watched like 2 of his matches before in Progress and in Bola. I mean, he's good, but I don't know. He doesn't light my world on fire the way that Shane Strickland does. They had a good match. I feel like the very first part of it was a little slow. I mean, they're showing off the technical side. They're doing lockups and whatnot, but not much happened for like the first 5 minutes of the match. But it started to kick up after that. Cameron was going at Isaiah. He sent him on the outside. Swerve handspringed from the apron onto his feet on the outside, which I thought was so dope. So Cameron goes to slide outside the ring and go at him. He gets inside of the ring, Isaiah does, and then proceeds to hit a twisting rope-assisted body slam onto his back, which I just thought was so cool. And they exchanged some cool moves after that spot. They were doing kicks and strikes. Cameron did a backslide pin onto him, which he deadlifted into a powerbomb. It was a sick sit-out powerbomb, too, but only got a 2 count. Move after move. Cameron ended up hitting a standing Spanish fly, and this was like you guys remember how Neville used to do this standing Spanish fly? It wasn't like not quite the one that Johnny Mundo does, but kind of the one where your opponent just kind of does a whole rotation in the air with you. Like, it looks like a cool sight, but when you think about it, it doesn't make too much sense. It's just a really cool sight to see. So he hit that, which is impressive because I didn't expect the guy his size to actually hit that move. Hits that onto Isaiah Scott. I'm trying to get used to saying Isaiah Scott. Hits that onto Isaiah, and then follows it up with a mushroom stomp onto Isaiah, which is kind of interesting considering that Shane Strickland used to do the mushroom stomp. Basically, Shane Strickland was the guy who kind of whenever you think of the foot stomp or the double foot stomp, unless if you're not thinking about Finn Balor, you're thinking about Shane Strickland. So I thought it was very interesting seeing Cameron do that move. He hit that onto Shane Strickland, hit that onto Isaiah Scott, and got the pin. So Cameron Grimes is moving on to the next round of the NXT Breakout Star Tournament. I'm a little disappointed that Isaiah didn't win this match. I was rooting for him, but nonetheless, Cameron Grimes moving on. Then we get to the next match, Bianca Belair versus, I didn't even write this girl's name down. I wrote her down as no name. I didn't even hear the referee or the announcer announce her name. Bianca Belair, she showed off all her power and stuff. We know how athletic she is, but she is just so powerful. Like, it is China level power this woman has. She deadlifted her off the ground, and we've seen her do this before with Candice LeRae and I believe Aaliyah. But she, this time, as she has her on her hands up in the air in a military press position, proceeds to squat her, which is just like, that is amazing feats of strength right there. I don't know how this woman isn't trying out for the damn Olympics at this point. But nonetheless, after that, she hits a power bomb, lifts her back up in the air for another power bomb, and lifts her back up in the air. She's like Brock Lesnar here with the triple power bombs. Instead of doing a triple power bomb, she throws her into the corner backwards, kind of like an alley-oop. Into the corner, and then hits her with a KOD for the pin. Bianca Belair win the match. After that, we got a promotion for Matt Riddle, showing off his striking prowess. I can't wait to see more Matt Riddle here. He's like my favorite NXT. I would say he's my favorite NXT wrestler currently. Johnny Gargano, love him to death, but Matt Riddle has been my favorite for years, so he's kind of taking that spot. Then we get to the main event. Roderick Strong versus Tyler Breeze. I think this is probably the weakest match of the show, I'll say. I mean, no, I love Tyler Breeze. When I first started watching NXT back in 2014, Tyler Breeze was like the first guy that caught my eye. And once they made roster, they shat all over him. And he's come back to NXT to kind of revitalize his career. So I'm behind it. I'm all for it. So I was hyped for this main event. The first thing that disappointed me was that Tyler Breeze still has not found his furry boots that he used to wear back in the old NXT days, which is getting on my nerves. And the other thing was that it was nothing really special, you know? I feel like, okay, this is your first... is it technically his first match back on NXT television? I'm not sure. This is like your second match back on NXT television. Roderick Strong is a pretty great wrestler, if you ask me. I mean, the guy is king backbreaker. He is just everything you want in a professional wrestler. I thought they could have done more. And I feel like because NXT had like 4 matches prior, they really didn't have too much time to do much. They had like some cool moves in here, but nothing special. The match probably went every bit of maybe 5 or 7 minutes. Probably a little bit longer than that. But nonetheless, Undisputed Era comes out, distracts Tyler Breeze, leads to Roderick Strong hitting End of Heartache onto Tyler Breeze, and gets the pin. Roderick Strong gets the win over Tyler Breeze in the main event of NXT. Not the best way to end the show, but nonetheless, it was a pretty good one. It was a good one. It was a good one. I will say that much. The tournament continues. I don't think they advertise what matches next week in the NXT Breakout Star Tournament, but I guess we'll have to see and look forward to it. That was your NXT review. What do you guys think of this episode? Do you guys want to see more reviews? If you want to see more reviews, let's get this video to 10 likes, and I will review next week's episode of NXT. Thank you all for watching. Have a great holiday. Peace out, guys.